Hi everyone, Brian Harold Taylor here. I'm an illustrator and animator, and I'm currently creating Wildernorth, an animated fantasy adventure storytelling project here on YouTube. For a more in-depth look, you can also check out my Patreon, where I'll be sharing early access to my YouTube videos and behind-the-scenes content. Link in this video's description. So why am I making an indie animation channel here on YouTube? Well, I've worked professionally as an animator for over 20 years now, creating animation for video games, kids shows, film, and educational software. Deep down though, I've always had this super secret dream to make my own little animated films. Except now you know about it, so I guess it's not that super secret anymore. But it used to be. It was so super secret, in fact, that I didn't even tell myself about it. I didn't dare. I buried it deep down and told myself it just wasn't possible. But every now and then, the embers of that dream would be sparked or reignited by some new animated project I'd see, or some new advance in animation software. You see, I've been making stuff up since I was a kid. I guess you could say I had a bit of an overactive imagination, always coming up with stories and worlds that I used to bore my friends with by endlessly talking about. I dreamed about making them real in some form. I used to write screenplays, make movies, and I went to school to learn 2D and 3D animation. I've also always been drawing and illustrating since I was a kid. I was always jumping back and forth between film, animation, and comics, especially comics. I made so many comics. It was probably the easiest way to get an idea out visually. But I wanted more.
I want more.
And I knew I shouldn't. You see, I'd always dreamed about a way to bring my ideas to life somehow, as something more than drawings. I wanted dynamic acting and dramatic sound and epic music. This led to a career doing animation, both 2D and 3D, professionally. But my own stories and ideas, they remained untold. Not for lack of trying, mind you. I did countless tests and attempts, but most of them ended as failures, or at least being less than stellar. So back to comics and illustration I always went. Now that doesn't mean I didn't love comics and illustration too. I absolutely did, and still do. It's still the easiest way to get an idea out visually. In fact, for a number of years, I worked hard to improve my illustration skills and develop graphic novel projects of my own. I did a number of short comics and attempted several times to get a graphic novel going. I even decided to go all in with an illustration career and pitching a couple middle grade graphic novel projects I'd been working on. In the end, I did get some interest and even found some nice freelance work as a result of these pitches. But nothing ended up working out with the pitches themselves. Frustrated, I wasn't sure what to do. So I decided to reevaluate things. I decided to get really clear on what I wanted deep down and to take a good hard look at my skills and options. It was time for something different. I needed to change and maybe to switch gears entirely. I asked myself what really excited me and also what really inspired me when I was a kid. It was then that I remembered that idea I'd been toying with and thinking about for years, the one that seemed too unrealistic. I also realized that maybe it wasn't this or that, one or the other. Maybe the space between two different skill sets was where something new could be built. I'd seen a lot of success happen when creatives took two seemingly unrelated skill sets and combined them. So what if I combined my illustration and animation skills? After all, I'd spent 20 years at animation jobs making things move for other people. And on the side, I'd also spent over 10 years honing illustration skills for kids' books and comics. And again, deep down, I had this super secret dream, the one to make my own little animated films. I was also hit with an undeniable fact. It was now easier than ever for a single animator to create their own thing. So that's what I'm doing. I'm slowly building my own thing here. I'm creating little animated moments with world building, characters, and stories. With the animation industry in a tough spot right now, I can't help but think that a new era of indie animation might be upon us. Personal 2D animated filmmaking, allowing animators to express themselves and tell stories of their very own. So, there you go. That's what I'm trying to do anyway, and I'd love for you to follow along. And if you do want to see more Wildernorth, be sure to check out my Patreon on patreon.com/Brian Harold Taylor. Okay, see ya.